Um, I am where I've been had a really great weekend. I can't remember there. Um, like your thoughts on sort of the limited roster spots in Division One, and do you think you're going to see kids? I hate to say wake up because I think there is a little bit of a siren song that goes on with Division One, but do you think you're going to start seeing kids sort of flow down and be like, "Look, I'm just not even going to try because I'd be number. If I'm lucky, I'll be number 28 on the depth chart, whereas I can go to Hope and,
Yeah.
like you said, have an immediate impact."
Yeah, I think yes. I think you're already seeing that effect, but I don't think they necessarily the 17 and the 18-year-old gets it like you or I would state it or how you just stated it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a matter of maybe some prep from their club coach or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just a matter of the reality of now we'll see with the COVID year ending this right with this year's
Mm-hmm.
class. I remember being at the IMG event in February and watching two teams in the Midwest that typically every senior by February would have been committed by then.
Committed, yeah,
Almost none of them were, right?
yeah,
And I was standing next to a Division One coach from the Midwest who's in the national tournament this year,
mm-hmm.
and you know him just saying like, I cannot believe that kid's not committed. That kid's not committed, and he just
Mm-hmm.
kind of says like, yeah, he's like, I've kind of figured out like, hey, if we want to win next year, we can get this transfer, we can get that grad transfer, we can get that. So
Mm-hmm.
I might only bring in two or three. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think you're definitely already seeing it. It's just a matter of like, how much time do you and again, like I'm not speaking for any other Division three D2 in high school, but like more so for me, like how much time do I want to try to persuade a kid
Mm-hmm.
who's dead set on that?
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So I have found I've probably had in my career, let's say 8 to 10 guys who went D1 and then transferred, and
Mm-hmm.
I maybe recruited them a little bit out of high school,
Mm-hmm.
and they're almost always the best for you because they did do that. They went and they tried it, and then it made them realize, not everybody, but it made them realize, all right, here's what I value, right?
Yeah.
So like my kid who transferred from Western, even though he's been injured, he's my greatest salesman just
Mm-hmm.
because of the school and the culture, right? Like
Yeah.
it fits everything else that he wanted, and that doesn't
Yeah.
mean it's wrong at that other place just for him
Yeah.
individually.
Yeah.
But I'll give you an example. There's another kid I was kind of trying to recruit early on, who's a freshman this year in college, not here, who I went a little after, and I could tell it was like D1 or bust, dead set.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I kind of knew, like, I don't think he's going to get the offers he thinks he is.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, he kind of reached back out to me in February ish. And I was done at that time anyway, but I didn't want him at that point because I knew just like he's still good. He's still good wherever he goes. And he didn't go D1. And I'm sure he's at that program. And he just went there because he felt like he had to, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
In some places that works. I just don't think it works here in our locker room and at Hope.
Mm-hmm.
But you're already seeing it. I mean, I jumped on. I'm an early riser. I'm a 4:30 a.m. guy, so that's when I work out. And so I just for fun checked the portal this morning, and 3 hours later at 10:30, between 5 a.m. and let's say maybe more 9 to 9:30 a.m., there were 300 new names just this morning.
Yeah.